Mamo akwabamra news Ghana TV so anasana na Agyei TV GH. Osonfo se Frank and so yasan atrasia. And some beguo antie wo se yeka. Sada nyonfo no kan no asemi di kan wana beka. Yen na wo se yeka. Enti na onda me no kase eye MPP amanyuku na de bia me kase omo na omate esia paso. Enti mle bia no wo di so ane ebo. Me no kase de kwabena Agyei Agyapong. Engineer kwabena Agyei Agyapong. Our former General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, or a former presidential staffer on Pedicofo Abreso. Why any other baby or NPP Amanyuku no so come one pre NPP Franca Tufo Gina Biano, or no so come be no the same other tuba and a near tati, we see Muska, and I'm in my party say, and my party sempoa, and I'm here say Marca pre or say more mocha saying, Mumu wine. And a party no. Obaba tu munyina amba to no. Enti akasika anyamo nyonko no. Waka nse bebre enko ni enko tie nsamo a yewura kwabena Agyei Agyapong waka e de afa abato a ebeba so 2026 ehon yeba beto so.
Eye mu amo prese mo beye akandifo ama eye MPP amanyuko ene sikasoma ye de edi kan hia mo ansa se mundi kan entua se sika no. Up to this point, Sikazen what you are
600,000.
Naseja sana is
Sana is imitia. Party no one share. Fees ne e it is the National Executive Committee that prescribes fees. Na the Ekosubio ha Emare Hokakane said there's a subtle attempt to bring a fee that was rejected at National Executive Committee meeting. You call National Executive Committee meeting. Regional chairman be sorry, Kase. I don't know the Nyagroni be dinti Kebenya in place here at 10 million. I'm like, me din, I'm sure. Nabakos Bekaso, okay, Nyan 5 million. I'm sure, Misham's na Omo appreciated the Ekoso, my muti.
Reasons you attached, Omonkana
reasons being.
Party yesika
dia eden
e de ebu party party adwuma
na se me marani party nada in opposition in 2014-2015 ye beji obi seska no marani presidential primaries da. And the question I put to them and the treasurer when he talked about some big figure and say oberani presidential primaries and yep candidates na said yes omo na say finance primaries party ni na said that's number one. And ya National Executive Committee. And I'm sorry, catch on say the last time you took 50,000, I think 100,000 for so it's fair. Then you say when you marry so be ya unko tusika 100,000 ingo. Na ye ba nanka the 400 abeka when you are filing. Na 500. No so say 500 na me say na India na enye 500 no stand alone na 100 no dey non refund. I'm okay, fine, metiase. Ye nyina agitum. Yeah, G2. You are at National Executive and a chairman, sir. Sorry, Kase, still the 80, the treasurer, no more can say, Hereska, Eddie Arane election. And I'm Sikano Mobosono, and yet no cry. Marani, I've been General Secretary and I've run presidential and parliamentary primaries, and we didn't use that kind of money. Now, organizing a congress is different from running presidential primaries. No, presidential primaries, and one say you open 276 polling stations around the country. That's all. Electoral Commission, almost statutory body, almost until almost all the accoutrements and the equipment on the running elections. The home one say you know more contrasty. Me time, me pe confusion be our party no mtino. I made the even ballot papers no crowd men who do printing me the maomo, the mom sample or mark up a printer. Ye 2 hours for the printing. And then give them a stipend. Some more officers I go to be in charge and be the polling officers on the day of election. That shouldn't cost you anything more than 200,000-300,000. Police for I went to then IGP Al-Hassan at the police headquarters. I'm catching say papa, yeah, political party, Musumu state entity. Mudi and boy hoba, yeah, Kotwaba. We need some reasonable security. No, say police go on the baby. It's not a problem. And once or best send the signal. Name yana stipends kakana so nti stipends kaka and a deboa police for. That's all. What other expense again? Mean kotia SEMA you be a kotoa baby say 100 sinam say adintra. Your national election now kotoa your moskasa. That should not be the burden that should be carried by the party. Now say we party delegate. We a polling station executive. As so dear Cassia Dawso. We a patriot of the party. And nunti party now recognize our amount of voting rights. Can defua kokanwa. Change yes amos kanwa kotoba. I don't think that can be the burden of the political party. We had a successful presidential primary and another winning 93%. And I don't understand where these big figures are coming from. In any case, I made it clear, my sure say constitution, it doesn't provide any power for the National Council to impose a monetary barrier. It's not there. They should say me which clause says that. And the man who ya humti no. I don't know who ya humti. Ye bopo biana. Yepo. I say minimum ba meeting. Ma kamadwin. Of course, minimum say settle we no. I na me kofi. Minimum say me you free sa meeting no. Na yapong. We had finished with the national executive. Anti asia ye juma. And even national council na man ko bi no. Krana. It was not within their right to impose on us. National Council, the only role they play in presidential is on the 30 date. One 30 date in 31st. Now, if you who's Kasem de Famoway and say, Sanebano, I didn't know General Secretary, in a press briefing after that meeting, July 25th. One must have 4 million. And yet be behind the trouble. Yet be behind enough. This guy, the trouble, it means you yourself, you know, it is morally wrong and it's terribly repugnant to try and introduce a monetary barrier. Just at the party now, ye chiche and crofo kunye hon 2 year chair, some ye nimfifre, a messime kunum, kumampe tunum, krio kunum, a mobedia kunum, a brayeno, and then obeyes as I say uniska, untiminja. But so you want leadership positions, opportunities to be the preserve of a few. Now, almost munya says kana. Minimum will be a better more party. All of them. Without exception. One and all party no Oscar. Mon can me. Take them one by one. Me see that was East Legon in 1999. None of them had built a house there. From my sweat as a civil engineer. I don't want these offensive postures as if say Mutia ye be a party number power. Na Mutia ye president be a mobile normal position. It doesn't make you any better than any of us. And I want that message home straight. So the fact is, no, I don't even person. I'm just saying that let's stick to the rules. The next setup. Party, yes, you don't want to be part of it. My term is up to 2026. The new patriotic party. Party. Look, please. Party here the duty of a party is to make sure members pay dues. Say party for other party, no. I've run the party before. Until I make say there's a way that you run the party to raise money. And you cannot tell me a party that has been in power for 8 years. And me can say I was more National Council. Catch the so within a couple of months, what kind of forward planning did you do? Hey, now you're General Secretary, so you know your monthly overhead. You know it. So you can plan ahead completely when you are in power, knowing that there's a possibility. Anything can, yes. So you didn't plan, you're out of money within 2 months? Wow. And I know me, I don't want to go there and go into details. But it could be a subject for disqualification because others need it. It cannot be a subject for disqualification. Why can it be a subject for disqualification? I don't almost see MFA filing fee, nomination form 100,000. Obe file 500,000. Metria. Then you impose. You don't have the right to do so. Me see they see a party constitution. Busasa omonche clause cry a man National Council a kwine say omo impose fee. Some person man for voluntary contributions like a Congress in idea. They can make those contributions. Do you know the contributions I've made to this party? 1992 year far from every kukumlemle alcohol electoral commission akoje interim certificate any tells that take onum na edu wa henom ne sheka sikwe nom no kwame na battles no nyaho tamako mu ye copy ye friend say bukom square no wo mu a wo mu ye side dey no mo ever. Where were they? Na 1992 ye pe nipa atra national television so that na one Adom FM ni ho GBC ye pe mema omo TV ase now edwa enum so omo ye courageous no. They were there, some are older than me. They were in this country. Where were they? Did they have the courage to say I will speak up for the party and that I will be the face and the voice on party political broadcast as a 30-year-old, put my life on the line? That is courage at the risk of my professional engineering development. I was prepared to sacrifice for this tradition. Nti I am in pesa kasana because I know say it's a political party. Ti me pesa nyinadi ani die ma ye ho na AFFF. Nti eniema emfa kwema mo famba. Now it's even offensive. What kind of image are Ghanaians going to?
You want to be a leader and you cannot provide just this money? Leading the party MPP?
Who says that we cannot provide this money? And I say leader, political leader Bena Odinisika Professor Duwa Hinoska. And then Senka Addison, he was a big businessman. He would have been the winner. They say Sikam Kwane Didi and that's like Bill Gates president of America. And I don't go to no more your friends in Nigeria. That the measure of leadership is completely different. Someone who has integrity, has character, has a vision, has empathy, has drive, and what shows so.
Abushwentu weye honorable kwabena Agyei engineer kwabena Agyei Agyapong. Then some of their two doors here. Na mo munya iskara bai. Mo party no na mo support na buy na president Adom and we appointed mo nya iska kamodi edidi. 1999 as an engineer no ofie goyi esi East Legon mu ana ba time no wasi down East Legon and some no aye critical but we so saka share like it na fama obi na nya subscribe so a onso so ya no subscribe e de amaye de be sia che bia no ye de bebro aha news Ghana TV also for say Frank die makrao